Hey guys, and welcome to a new milestone for the Kimber Wright YouTube channel. Now you've seen me do cross stitching, which I was taught by my mum, and I have a passion for Disney. Now the company that did the cross stitchings that I've done for Tigger, Dumbo, Baloo, Mowgli, and you'll later see Thumper, Bambi, Pooh, and Pinocchio, and possibly Patch and Lady by the end of the year if I manage to do them. Well, that company got in contact with me, and they have started selling two models. Now, both models were very interesting to me, but for reasons I'm going to get into in a moment, I only chose to have one. Now, the two models was the Disney Doll's House, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's based or loosely based on a doll's house that is in the Japan Disneyland. I've never been to Japan. I've only seen photos from other people's models, so I'll take their word on what it looks like. But it looks absolutely fantastic. The pictures that I've seen look absolutely brilliant. I'll show you in the picture later what it's supposed to look like, but it was between that and it was between another model, Titanic. Now, anyone who's been seeing my diamond art will know that I have an interest in Titanic, and it was that interest that made me go for Disney. Disney I've had a passion for since I was a kid. I've watched as many Disney films as I can. I'm not a big Disney fan, so there's a lot of Disney films that I haven't seen. I'm more for the cartoons than the live action. Because the cartoons, how they make them is just absolutely amazing. I've been to Disneyland Paris twice, if I remember rightly. Might have been a third time. I'm hoping to go again at some point, but money-wise, it will depend. And money-wise will depend on this one as well. Whereas with Titanic, now Titanic I have an interest in. If there's an exhibit about the Titanic, I will see if I've got the money to go to it. I will go to it. I love learning new facts about the Titanic. I love exploring the ship and how it was built. I love the stories that go with them. There's so many fantastic stories with the Titanic. Unlike Disney, Titanic is, I will have an interest in it and then I will most likely go on to something else. Plus, with this model has a lot of electronics in it. Now, Disney Doll's House does have electronics, so it has lighting up. But with the Titanic, it is a smoke machine, moving the engines. That terrifies me a little bit. The other problem I've got is going to the Doll's House. I'm not much of a Doll's House kind of girl. I have done part works before, mostly, ironically, with robots. The one that is mostly complete is the robot one, and that was hard. I only did that because my brother was collecting the part works at the time. I've done part works for cross stitching. As you can see, I'm working on one right now. I've collected build part works before. I've done stables, which I never completed. We did have a Doll's House collection, me and my mum. I made the bed and the chair, and then lost interest. And that's what terrifies me a little bit with patchwork. I do lose interest very quickly if it's something I'm not interested in. But when I saw the Doll's House, I was like, I want to do the Doll's House. It looks absolutely brilliant and absolutely wonderful. And I want to share the journey with you. I do, like with the cross stitch, I do have ideas on how to improve it, which hopefully won't bite me in the bum, but knowing my history, it might. Now, rather than do what a normal person would do, which is buy issue 1, have a go at it, see if I like it, and then consider getting the others, I decided to go for broke and go for the subscription. I didn't go for both of them because the issues are, I went for the premium, so the issues are £45 per issue. No, £35 per subscription, which is a lot when you're trying to build two models. The other reason is, the Doll's House, I'm going to have to question where to put it. But with the Titanic one, it would be a little bit more difficult to find space for. And it might, in the end, I had to ask my my partner, my husband, which one he would want me to do, and he suggested do the Doll's House. If anything, to restart the modelling career, the modelling that I used to do. And it might inspire me to build some other models. I've got loads of models. I've got a DeLorean model that needs to be built. I've got a Patronus that needs to be built. I've got a wolf that I need to finish. I've got a dragon. I've got a huge history of starting things but not completing it. So hopefully I'll be able to complete this. The subscription does come with the fact that I can cancel at any moment. So the upside to doing Doll's House is if I get bored, I can actually use them for my jars, which I am thinking of starting again this year. I gave it a little bit of a break during lockdown because work just overpowered me.
So this is what the house looks like, and as you can see, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm not too happy about the pink, so I'm just going to use my imagination and pretend that's peach, but I think this is because this is mostly aimed for girls, but boys can play with it as well because the figures inside of them are boys. But this is absolute. I'm hoping to get the stand as well. And we got a little bit more of an image of the door. The door is the one that terrifies me, but you've got little figures, little builds. The details in them are absolutely incredible. And inside you have an amazing collection of rooms that are based on Disney films. So this is Mickey. This is the King, Mickey Mouse, and then you have the Little Mermaid. Inside here, which I'll show on this bit, is the Peter Pan room, the playroom. And then you have Donald's room. This is the music room, which is Aristocats. Frozen, which is just absolutely brilliant. Alice in Wonderland as the kitchen, so they can have their tea party. Cinderella in the princess room, complete with a dress. And then here you have Beauty and the Beast, Belle's room. And you get these figurines as well. You get Maria, Cinderella, Pooh Bear. Now Pooh is in the basement, but you get Pooh Bear, you get furniture as well, little mirror, and all of these are built. So you get to have, as well as building the house, you also learn how to build furniture, which I think will be very useful when it comes to the jars. So it gives me skills and it gives me practice so that I can build my experience. And the magazine is absolute. It comes with Disney facts, a little poster at the end, which is very similar to what we had with the cross stitch. Little facts about the films as well. So in number 1 it's Bambi. And check out what you get with the premium. So you get the binder, the first binder absolutely free. I don't know about all the others. You get the cutting mat, Daisy and Minnie, and you get these collections as well. You get the hat from Caparero, the Capareros, sorry I can't speak today. The picture and picture frames, which I think are from the Aristocats, because that's Thomas O'Malley there, and that's the Eiffel Tower, so definitely Paris related. This one baffles me. I've been trying to work out which film this comes from. I think Peter Pan, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be Frozen, it might be Ariel, I'm not 100%. If anyone can identify this, that'll be absolutely great. And then of course you've got the broomstick and the bucket from Fantasia, which was one of the films that made Mickey Mouse as famous as he is, not counting Steamboat Willie, which was his first one. And that's what you get inside the magazine, and it looks so cool and amazing. It is a scale of 1/120, so this is going to be big, Luckily, we're actually tidying up the house at the moment, so we might make storage space for the doll's house. I need to buy a storage box on Tuesday, so I'm going out on Tuesday to get some bits for this. But I need to go out on Tuesday and get a box because we need to store quite a few of these inside. This is the cutting board that you get with your first issues of the subscription. It's got all the sizes on it and says if it's A1, A4, which is brilliant, particularly if you need to cut paper. And on the other side, it's got little circles as well, so you can work out diameters, you can work out angles. It's a really useful board. Whether it's durable or not, I don't know. What you also get with issue number 1 is the glue. Now, I've not heard very many good reviews on this glue, but I haven't got any alternative at the moment. So we're going to use this glue for the first 2 builds. Speaking of which, but we're going to do issue 1 today, and then tomorrow we're going to do issue 2. I think it's best to sort of split the issues up, even though I'm getting them 2x2, which I think is later going to be 4x4, but this is hopefully going to go well. So let's have a look what's in issue number 1. So this is all of the items that we've got in issue 1. We've got the door hangers, which I believe won't be put on until number 4. So these are going to be put away safely somewhere where they're not going to get scratched. Where? I don't know yet. That's something I should have planned. We got these 4 here, which if I grab the magazine real quick, we have 2 vertical posts A, which are these 2 here. I know this because these 2, the vertical B, vertical posts B and C, they both got the door hanger holes in them. So these plain ones, they're vertical post A. One of these is B and one of these is C, which is good. We've got 4 horizontal posts A, and then 2 of these are going to be horizontal post B. I think the ones that are horizontal post B are the ones that have got both grooves on them, whereas post A only has 1 groove, I think, because these are the top and the bottom sets. We've got the door panels, the window casement, where is it? 2 window decorations. Interestingly, I think we've got our first secret Mickey. Be interested if they've got any more. So right here is what is known as a hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickeys, for all Disney fans, you already know this, but people who aren't Disney fans, this hidden Mickey here is actually, and can be, is a fun way to go around the park. They're hidden in the park, usually in bubbles, but they are also found, so for example in Enchantro, there's a plant that looks like hidden Mickey. It's basically a big circle with 2 little circles on the top of it, basically creating Mickey Mouse. And I wonder if we're going to have any more of these around the doll's house. 2 windows, which are these ones right here. They've still got the film on them to protect them. 2 white window frames and 2 pink ones, which are awesome. I've just put the glue somewhere else. And then we've got this beautiful, wonderful, I've seen reviews on this chair and I thought, wow, this was brilliant, but I've never seen, look at the detail on it. You've got the golden bits at the bottom. You've got Mickey's gloves on here. You got, it looks like Mickey's shorts, but you can't see it on the camera, but look at the felt that is on that. That is attention to detail and a half. That is brilliant. Of course, you've got the Disney logo at the back, and you got red all the way round. That is incredible. I was not expecting that amount of detail. That is awesome. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a sec, because I've got to collect some not chopsticks, some toothpicks, or see if I can find my old craft brush. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but I'm going to use the toothpicks if I can't find anything. I haven't got cotton buds, so if it gets messy, this is going to be difficult. So I will catch you guys up when I've got the rest of the equipment. See you later, guys. Okay, so I couldn't find any cotton buds, but I found these cotton round ones, which I think will do for now. I'm going out on Tuesday to get the rest of the stuff, so hopefully we'll get this. And I found my very old craft brush. I actually don't mind this brush being covered in glue, because this is mostly my glue brush. I use this for my glue anyway. So let's get building. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got my stand, so I might do what I did with the cross stitch, which is step by step, showing you bits and pieces. So this isn't a sort of DIY how to do it, but hopefully you'll like what I've done. Let's have a look, see what I can do. Okay, well, good news is I managed to find a stand for my phone, and even more good news, I found a way to keep these under control. So these are in a bag. I've got a file box, which I'm currently keeping everything in. I might invest in getting some paper and wrapping the chair up to keep it safe. And I'm definitely going to wrap the door up when it's done. But I think these are very good to hold the door handle until it's done. So I'm going to put that away. Now, unlike other videos, so other videos have done it where they've actually spoken while they've done it. When I work, particularly when I do cross stitch, I actually listen to music. So fun fact about me, when I did the Disney cross stitches, I'm always got the music to the cross stitch behind me. However, because it's Disney, that can be copyrighted. And for that particular reason, I'm not going to be speaking while I'm doing this. There is going to be music playing behind it, non-copyrighted music, but this is going to be you watching me do it, but on mute, unfortunately. So sorry about that. So let's get started. Okay, that's side one done. I am definitely going to have to change the glue because the glue isn't sticking very well. I am scared to touch it just in case it falls apart. It just got very fiddly, and I discovered a flaw in my own design, being that I can't focus on the camera and build at the same time. So yeah, it is going to have to be, unfortunately, a step by step, and I truly apologize for that. Let's get the side that needs to be done on. Hopefully that'll be a lot more easier, and then we'll leave this one to dry as we do the second one, and I'll show you what the doors look like when they're finished. Okay, and I double checked. The difference between this one and that one is in fact the height of these holes here. So the whole door should look like that on the side. So this is important to look at. Look at where the holes are on the hinges. But I am going to have to leave this to dry because it is, oh my God, it was hard. But we finally got through with it, and I am going to have to change the glue because the glue isn't very good. Hopefully this dries well. If not, I'll have to start again and build it again. Let's do this. Okay, I'm now really scared to touch it, but there is the second door now complete. It actually looks pretty good now that it's complete, but I'm not happy with the glue. I think I'm going to have a little bit more of a fight just because the glue's not sticking properly. So I may have to invest in buying some wood glue possibly. But the next stage is the frame. So I'm going to put the doors to the side for now and get on with the frame, hopefully. Things are right, and that's the window frames done. The door actually looks a lot better now that it's almost complete. The issue I've got with this bit, that by the way was my partner, he doesn't know I'm filming again, is this feels very loose. It may be that I'll have to put some more glue on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to dry. So it is, so I'll probably do issue 2 tomorrow when I get back from my mum's, which is going to annoy me because I wanted to do issue 2 today as well, but I think these doors need to dry. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for these doors to dry. Hopefully that will be okay. If not, I may have to pop to the shops and get some better glue. But all in all, it actually looks really impressive. I'm slightly scared about, don't know, those are still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for these to dry, because as you can probably see as I'm pressing it down, it is still a little loose. I may have to put a book on them just to make sure that they stay on. But it is amazing how this door looks. Absolutely beautiful. Amazing. This builds me up with a lot of confidence. Trying to get the door to stay on was a nightmare, and still kind of is. It's still not quite sticking properly, but hopefully it's going to stay completely together. It is starting, the frame bit is starting to stick together, so I think the glue that they've given takes a little while to dry, but looks absolutely amazing. And that was just a couple of minutes. But once we've done with the door, we should go on to the next stage of the build, which is the decorative parts for the front door, which are these bits here, which I'm so looking forward to. In addition to that, we also get Mickey Mouse, the figurine. King Mickey always has to be first. Pair of tweezers and 2 sheets of sandpaper. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for the next day. So I'll see you guys next time for issue 2 of Disney Doll's House. See you later, guys.